Hello everybody. So in this video we will be looking at array data structure. So array is a collection of homogeneous set of data. So what I mean by that, it will be a collection like we have 1 2 3 4 5. So it will be a collection of these integer type variables. So what are our primitive data types? We know that is integer, uh, character, we have a boolean, and like this. So an array can store a homogeneous set of data of integer, of character, of boolean. There is more to it. We can also store our own made data types, like we can use a class. That concept we will look into later on. So now, how the data in array is stored? So the data is array in stored is in contiguous memory location. So let us suppose we have an array of size 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So it will hold 5 elements, right? So it will hold 5 elements. Now size is 5. Suppose this is our address 1000. This block, only this block is our address 1000. So as it is contiguous and one integer type is 4 byte, so this will be at 1004, this one 1008, this one 1012, and this one 1016. So it is a contiguous, it is stored at contiguous memory location. We can't it can't be like I have a array of size 3. Okay, so if it is 1000, it can't be 1008. 1008 will be here, so it can't be like here. So this is how it is stored. Now there is also a concept of indexing in array. Indexing. So we have zero based indexing. So indexing is zero based. It Let me write it down here. So we have zero based indexing. So what I mean by that it has a zero base indexing. So let us again draw this. This is how we represent for our understanding. So zero base indexing is, suppose I have a first element 2. First element of my array is 2. So the index of this element will be 0. Now next element is let us suppose 5. So index of this element is 1. Now this is 7, index is 2. Now this is 9, index is 3, and this is let us suppose 1, so index is 5. So zero base indexing, that is indexing start from 0, 1, 2, 3, sorry, this is 4, 3, and then 4. So for suppose for size equals to n, we have last index n minus 1. So that is how it is. Now the indexing is from 0 to n minus 1. Now in an array, suppose I want this first value. So how I get the first value is, suppose my array name is arr, so I can use its index arr of 0. It will return me the value 2. So this is how we get the value. Now first of all, let us now see at how I will define and initialize an array. So to define and initialize an array, or I can say syntax for the array, what we will do, first of all we will write the primitive data type, primitive or what kind of data type our array is, then the name of the array, name array, this is array name, and then here this will be the size. So suppose I want an integer type array and I give it the name arr and I want size 10. So what this will give me, this will give me an array of size 10, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and this is the array I will get. So this is how I initialize an array. Suppose I want to insert values in this array ARR of which is having a size 10. So what I will do, I will just use a for loop which will start from the first index, that is 0, and it will go up to, the size is 10, so it will go up to 9. So I less than 9 and I plus plus, and I'll just get the value using cin for ARR of I, and I can perform other operations too, like this. Now there are certain operations on array. So operations on array. First of all, we have traversal. It means that we will visit each and every index. Visiting, it means visiting or looping through the array. So let me give an example. Suppose I have an array like this: 1, 3, 5 and 7. So if we traverse this array, what I will get? I will get 1, 3, 5, 7. Like, we will visit each element and then display the each element of that array. So this is one of the operation. Then second is insertion. So as the name suggests, insertion, it means inserting an element into an array. Suppose I want to insert 2, so I can insert 2 to the array, but in array I have to first increase the size. Suppose this is size is 4, so I have to first make the size 5 and then again I have to form it, because I cannot increase the size of the array dynamically. What I mean by that is, if I have defined an array of size 4, I cannot add more than 4 values to this array. So, and if I want same array of size 5, then I have to define another size, or I have to increase the size of my previous size variable and then insert. Then we have deletion. These are the basic operations, I can say: insertion, deletion and traversal. In deletion, we will delete an array element. How I will traverse the array? So let me do it. First of all, this is my main. Suppose this is my main. I have taken the size int n and I get the value from this user for n. Suppose the user passed the value 5. Okay, user passed the value 5. Now what I will do, 5, I want an array where I want to store this 5 variables. So I'll take the variable array with size 5. Now loop through the array I less than n, I plus plus. Here I, instead of 5, I can also pass n, as n has size 5. Then I'll get the value from the user for ARR of I. Now traversal means displaying all these values. So how I'll display? I'll again use a for loop, because I have to go through each and every element. I'm using loop because loops, I can tell, loops are used to perform a certain task multiple number of times. So as here I am performing a certain task multiple number of times, I am getting the value. Here I will be performing my certain task multiple number of times, that is displaying the value. So, and then I will see out, that is display ARR of I. So this is how I will traverse and display the values. And thank you for watching the video. Do hit the subscribe wala button. Thank you.